All right, and we're live. Hi, everyone. My name is Paul. Welcome to episode 7 of the Vibe Sessions. We have a good list of participants today. Um, yeah, as always, feel free to leave any comments in the corresponding chat, and we'll hopefully get them answered within this session. So we have a few projects with us today. So we have Laz AI Trader by Mart, and Safe Work Pay by Rahul, and Vibes Flow from Alex. So we'll go through all these projects and see what they're building for the Hyperhack. So we'll start with you, Mart.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Right on. All right. Okay. So just a quick introduction. This is not my first space with Mattis, but just in case if somebody didn't hear me last time, so I'm an enterprise architect in an enterprise as a profession. But in Web3 places, especially in Mattis, you might have met Gmattis. It's the parent project of Lazy Trader, Lazy Trader. I figure it's Lazy Trader, by the way. To start with, and how I got in touch with the team here. Gmattis had an agent that is called Agent G, and that was based on ELIZA OS. We basically migrated that idea into Alith, and did quite a work on the Alith open source GitHub repo as well. Well, I did. Yeah. Now let's talk a little bit about what Lazy Trader is and how exactly it's structured, what you need to know about it, and how you can actually use it. So most importantly, it's an open source project. Paolo is going to share the links to it. So whoever is feels dev enough to just take it and run it themselves, it's there to grab, and there is all the information. I will do a quick walkthrough and make sure that the Alex and Rahul also getting some space to talk. But I wanted to talk a little bit about how architecture looks like, how the infrastructure of the solution looks like, and what are the integrations and how exactly it works. It's a little bit developer focused talk, so I hope that that's the main audience I have here. But yeah, let's get to it. So if you will look at the GitHub repo, I will also bring it up. You will see that mostly written in Python. Will I be able to share the screen, by the way?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
You click
not,
the
not,
middle
not
button.
just yet, because I will just start talking, and then we'll see how we get there. But basically, I mostly wrote it in Python. It also aligns with Alith. It's compatible with three languages, but I saw that Python is one of the most preferred when it comes to examples and code base. And also where I contributed Alith repo, it was written in Python. So originally, all the secrets, everything was handled by GitHub. That is already enterprise level encryption and security there. But we have migrated into, and I'm already stepping into the infrastructure part, but we migrated to Azure, and in fact, Azure Confidential VM. I will share my screen if because I think, can you help me do that?
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
share screen and entire window, and there we go. Okay, so please let me know if you can see it. Otherwise, it's gonna be awkward that I'm doing it. Okay, yes, you can see. Perfect. Okay, so let me start with this. So basically, just very quick walkthrough. And again, I'm doing it for developers or small teams who might not have infra guys or someone familiar with it. I very much recommend Azure, even though prices might differ a little bit upwards from other hyperscalers. But when it comes to scalability and resources, it's definitely a very good choice. When it comes to security type of applications, you can have standard trusted launch and confidential virtual machines. When you are creating a solution, when like Lazy Trader, you want to go for confidential virtual machines, because this is hardware environment. You must have heard of it, and I know that there is going to be a Vibe session about it, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. But whenever you are storing private keys, things like this, you want to have something like this, so neither you nor anyone who have suddenly have access to your virtual machine can access also your your users' credentials, right, and private keys. Okay, so going from there, I wanted to like focus more on Lazy Trader. Basically, what does it do? Because I very much jumped into the middle and I didn't very much focus on this. It come from the idea that I do like day trading, although I'm horrible at it. So I saw on my application on my phone that there is a, I don't know, 5% drop of a certain coin, and I was like, oh, that's nice. It would be nice to buy it and then sell it when it goes back 5%, because it's very, very often that you see it like down by 5%, up 5%, etc. So I wrote the whole thing for myself. That's why I like it. That's why I know it works. And that's why whatever you are going to see here is actually production data running on my actual Binance account. I'm going to talk about integrations as well. I'm going to break it to two separate pieces. One is the financial part that might be interesting for some, and the other is the technical part. Financial wise, I implemented, and there are going to be further modules or options for different agents, but at the moment, Lazy Trader is implemented to use a so-called martingale style strategy that basically follows the thing. If a price drops a certain percentage that you set for yourself, it buys the token. If it goes up the certain percentage, it sells the token. And whether how much percentage it's selling, what is the percentage that triggers this action, all these things are part of the configuration that the user is doing with the platform, so that it's kind of personalized. And the way how it works for me, and I did a number of backtesting, and all of the data is within this repository, is when there is continuous trades happening, there is a multiplier that is happening. So if you sell more and more percentage. So when there is a sudden drop, you don't suddenly buy back and you just did, sell low, buy high. So exactly the opposite that you wanted to do. So that's the financial part, and there are some other extra. I just wanted to check. Yeah, extra configuration parameters that you have here. I was talking about the multiplier, but we also have minimum amounts, maximum amounts to trade. These are all safety parameters that you set for yourself in the beginning, and also to understand, to make sure that the trades are going through the way you want to. So this is again the financial. Integration wise, technical wise. Currently, we are having two functioning integrations with Binance and with Telegram. And when it comes to the test DEX, it's not fully available yet, because the volatility of, it's a hard word, basically how the price is changing in the test DEX on hyper so that is not in Hyperion. It's not exactly the way how it's actually happening in real life, so there is a bit mismatch there. So I had to take it off to make sure that that we have the correct. Basically, if you use it on production, it works with Binance, it works with Telegram, and it works perfectly. Because I have 1 minute, the last thing I can show is last two things. I will be quick. first of all, if you go to the repository, you go down. I was mentioning about a little bit of backtesting. That's not a little bit. I did it for the last 5 years for over 300 different parameters combination. And the outcome was that obviously I just scrolling there. Obviously, the key finding is sideways market is the most profitable for this kind of thing. Bullish market is the most profitable when you buy the token and you keep it in your wallet and they sell it at the top. That sounds good, but it's really hard. That's why this algorithm is kind of like helping to modularize it. And if you go up in data part, you can also, not data, in logs, you can also find all the executed trades so that you can see that where did it start from and where did we go. I have 2 pairs running right now, FBTC and Red USDC for some reasons, and you can see just an example that here we had. Okay, I don't have time to show it. Basically, have a look at it and ask any questions. Right now, we experienced a tiny bit of limitations when it comes to ELITH. Working on that. That's part of the user onboarding. Our main goal right now is to fix that, because currently it's mostly still developer focused. Can't wait to see more users there, and thank you very much for the opportunity.
Awesome. I guess we don't have any questions in the chats, but I guess a question for me is like, how can people start using Lazy Trader for?
Yeah, exactly. So as I said, the way it's going to be, and we hit some walls right now with the user onboarding. I had to turn it off, but it goes through Telegram. So the setup looks like that when you start interacting with the agent, automatically you have a wallet created in this execution environment, and that's your personal wallet. Nobody has access to that, and you discuss with the agent. You agree with the agent. Basically, in the backend for developers, you set your configuration JSON file through the agent. So as a user, it's being updated in the server. It has access to the private key. So once the user agrees with the agent that what is the strategy, and of course the agent helps because it has all the knowledge, and sends funds to the assigned wallet, then the trade's starting whenever there is an up and down, and it can be withdrawn anytime. That's it. I will share more information on it once it will be released. Right now, as I said, it's developer focused. So yes, open source.
Awesome. So check out the GitHub, and then I guess when it's ready, there will be a link for people to try out and
yes.
make these different types of trades automatically.
Exactly. And I'm going to share now no, you are going to share all the links. So I will just share it with you. So thank you very much for the opportunity. Let me know if
awesome. Thank you so much, Mart, for joining and presenting. Definitely interested to automate my trades. I know I'm not the best at it as well. So
that was my problem.
Yeah. very cool focus. But thank you for joining, and right. I guess we'll have Alex from VibesFlow come in and present his project. Just to give like a brief introduction on what VibesFlow is it essentially is a tailored experience for creating NFTs, specifically tailored towards the music genre of music. So he can probably explain it a little bit better than I can. So I'll just bring Alex up on stage. Hey Alex, how are you doing?
Hey Pavel, thank you for welcoming me. Everything is great. Yeah, so as you were saying, first of all, hello everyone. as you were saying, VibesFlow basically is the first application right now that can generate music in real time. Most of music generation models are based on, for example, text to music generation, batched audio sets and so on. So you input specific lyrics or you input specific genre, style, and blah, blah. And then it generates, let's say, 3, 4, 8 minutes of music, and then it stops. So you have no way to control the flow of music. In VibesFlow, you can do that. So, and this is the first app currently in production that can do that. So you can actually modify and generate music based on your motion. So it's built in React Native is a simple library for now. We will expand it later, which is sensor inputs, expose sensor inputs. So tracking, for example, the motion of your hands or how you shake your phone or the temperature of the room or, many different inputs of the kind, the music that you generate changes. By default, since as just like Mart, this is a passion project, so of course I also built it for myself. And the specific genre that you can produce right now is DJ sets. So it's techno music, electronic music, and so on. As Pavel said, it comes as an NFT. It's a dynamic NFT because to make sure, actually, let me share my screen because this is easier explain, like shown said. Let me see. Yeah. So here, I will just show you for now the backend repository. So how I'm handling this stuff. Basically, you cannot just stream so. First of all, it's real time, right? That means what you input from your device communicates with Lyria from Google Gen AI, and Lyria generates music based on the interpretation of your inputs. So it needs to be in real time. There is near zero latency. You input specific motion, actions, blah, blah, and the music adapts. The music generated, the audio output adapts to your inputs. So obviously there cannot be too many parallel processes in the application itself on the client side. So we handle this in different ways. Well, we is Plurale Majestatis, but it's only me right now. We future VibesFlow team handle this in a nice way. So first of all, the WebSocket communication that Lyria makes with the client device is chunked on the backend side. It's chunked in 60-second audio chunks in WebM. It's compressed without losing quality, so it's lossless compression. And then in the background, it is dealing with Filecoin for permanent storage through Synapse SDK. This means that while you are enjoying your music, there are no interruptions, there are no jitters, no and other horrible sounds when the audio is disturbed or interfered with. And this is happening. So let me see if I can expand it. So this is a simple mermaid diagram. So you have the session. RTA stands for real-time asset. It's a new asset type that, again, is based on real-time. It is chunked. It is compressed and turned into WebM, which is like MP3, but is compatible with anything on the web. Then all of this happens behind the hood, and then all of these different chunks, when you close the vibe stream, get retrieved in basically, again, with zero latency by PhilCDN, which is a content delivery network. Now, this is pretty cool. The exciting part is also on the, of course, blockchain side of things. So let me actually see. Can you guys see my old screen? No, you can see only this. Okay.
Yes, you can see the screen.
Yeah, but only the tab on the web. Let me see. Well, okay, doesn't matter. So No, actually I have it. So yeah, that should be fine. Let me go here. So this is actually a fresh deployment. I didn't write the docs yet, doesn't matter. So here, basically, in the contracts themselves, the Vibe Factory is a brand new concept. The idea is that what it does is to generate this dynamic NFT that can be updated over time. So the different chunks can be added with their CIDs, their content identifiers on Filecoin, and their PDP, so the proof of data possession. And all of this is, again, on-chain, and it automatically updates the NFT through proxy patterns. This is useful because at some point this will be replaced by an agent, so by Aleph. So the fact that we use a proxy and it is by fixed whitelisted agents is kind of good because it's very safe, and no more addresses can be added after the initial deployment. So anyway, this also creates a Vibe kiosk, so basically a sort of independent ticket selling contract that already knows, is aware of all the conditions that have been selected in here. And at this point, I will start showing you how the actual application works, because I bored you enough already. So we go to Metis. Here I am, start vibing. So there are two different modes. Solo is only for yourself, and group, obviously, is if you want to share this. These are the general metadata that you can add. So how far you want people to be from you physically in order to join. Imagine the type of experience. So you are in the same room with someone, and or like, you know, with a group of people, and the way you react to each other, the way you move, or, you know, the closer you are, so that like the temperature of the room and blah blah, then the music basically sync to your motion and to basically the different sort of symbiotic atmosphere that you create, which is great. And again, like, this was not possible before, so I'm very excited about this. This is the distance. This can be changed at some point. Like currently, I'm focusing only on, let's say, real world kind of experiences. So it is all done through the client device. But we can just add a simple SRS server, and this would basically allow to stream, to Vibe stream to people that are, you know, potentially like 5,000 kilometers away from it. So yeah, for now it's in meters because we use mainly Bluetooth, but it can be expanded. And there probably would be a third mode, which is like global or something like this. For now, for the group is this. Tickets is basically how many people you want to get to your Vibe stream, or like maximum amount of people. It can be one if you want to have sort of a private thing with, you know, your best friend, or, I don't know, someone close to you. The ticket price can be 0, so it's not about necessarily a financial aspect, but it can be important if you do it, let's say, as an event organizer. So pretty much you can do this and replace the typical nightclub atmosphere. Instead of inviting, let's say, traditional DJs, you can get someone to Vibe stream in real time. And yeah, you can create these kind of things. You give the space, you organize pretty much everything, and then either yourself or someone that you invite will be generating music in real time. So the financial side is quite important for the event organizers. Same for pay per stream. So even if the tickets are free, you can set up real-time payment. So, for example, every minute or every X amount of packets sent, depending how we structure it, the participants will be paying a small amount of money in crypto. This is kind of interesting because, again, it introduces kind of a the real-time assetification side of things, like the economical side of things, because every 60 seconds, so every time a new audio chunk is isolated and uploaded, it is also raffled through verifiably random function between all the different participants. So if you are there live, and there are like, let's say 100 people that are attending this Vibe stream, then you might be raffled at some point and you will own this specific chunk. This is very important in like DJ sets, because you can imagine not a traditional 3-minute song, but it's like 30 minutes to potentially like 6 hours. In 6 hours, there are 360 chunks. That means that people might be skipping to the part that they like the most. And as you will see in a second, there is a SoundCloud-like feature that allows you to comment on the song, on the music generated in real time. So the comment that you leave will be then seen by others, and they might be interested in, for example, listening to only a specific chunk, and you will be receiving royalties for that specific chunk instead of the whole song. So for the purpose of the demo, I will just show you very briefly the solo version. As you see, there is an option to store to Filecoin. Actually, we'll also show you the console to see what happens behind the hood. Now, little warning. Currently, the orchestrator is detached, so the quality of the music is not great. I will just show it to you for like 10 seconds to show you that it actually works. But yeah, it will be better once we add the Aleph interpreter for this, so that will have reg features, so that it will be able to, let's say, learn patterns that are typical for the user, and specific buffering effects to make the buffering more robust. And every time that Lyria sends a new 2 or 3 second packet, there will not be this sort of little interruptions that you will be hearing. So right now, the orchestrator already exists, but is detached for this little architectural change, little improvement. So it will be lower quality and less ravish than it is supposed to be. So anyway, now we'll just sign a transaction if the gods of the blockchain want. Yeah, okay. MetaMask appeared. Okay, it's less than a cent, actually, which is pretty cool. As you can see, here is happening. Create Vibe stream with delegate transaction. There is also the transaction sent. Should receive the, yeah. So it is confirmed, it worked. And now in 3 or 4 seconds, should be starting to produce music. And as you see, it changes based on how I move my cursor. So yeah, that was a very brief demo for the music, because it's, again, it's kind of heavy right now, but you can see just basically moving my cursor. That is not the way it has been designed to. It's just this is a simple web demo. On mobile, there are so many more sensory inputs that you can add. Then yeah, it's adapting to whatever kind of action you take. Now, as you can see, there are some background processes. So, well, Piñata doesn't matter. Here, the compression happened, as you can see, from 2.6 megabytes to 0.1, 94% reduction, and is lossless. And here it tells you what is happening on Synapse, all the different things that are going on, blah, blah, blah. These are non-sensitive data. It's just basically the validation pretty much for what is happening behind the hood. And these are public contexts, so it's totally fine. Nothing is exposed. Anyway, it will take some time, but even if like you have a 6-hour Vibe stream, and at some point you suddenly close and archive, this will continue going on behind the hood. So basically, the Vibe stream will be fully uploaded on the market, that we will see in a second, about 20, 25, 30 minutes after the Vibe stream been completed, and there is a validation that is the final chunk. So the Vibe stream will not actually be closed and be public until the final chunk has been uploaded on the decentralized storage. Now I want to show you here. So this is the Vibe market. All the different things that you create are automatically here. And as you can see, the Vibe stream is recomposed. So even if there are, for example, like, let me see a longer, less texty chunk. Yeah, like for example, here we have a 4-minute chunk, as you can see, and there are 4 different, like 4-minute Vibe stream, and there are 4 different chunks. So if I play it, it should work. Yeah, so you have these nice waves. Again, it's kind of sound cloudy. So as I told you, the audio for now is not great, but you can see that it actually works, and it is basically in real time. This is the one that we added a few seconds ago, which is pretty cool. And yeah, so pretty much that's it for now. On my name, I think you can see my, yeah, you can see the URL if you want to try it out. So it's vibesflow.ai. On X, the account is new. There is no content. I created it today just for this presentation. But it's Vibesflow AI without dots on X, Twitter as well. And yeah, if you guys want to try it out, yeah, thank you, Mart. Yeah, that would be great. You can create your music already. It will not be great, but give me a week and it will be better. So thank you for the opportunity, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the vibes.
Awesome. Thank you, Alex, for the presentation. I guess like a quick question on just like the overall structure. It seems like you have like a lot of parts in there. In terms of like the uploading, in terms of the sharing, in terms of the revenue streams. I guess like what is the one thing that you want people to do when they come to your website or try to interact with your application?
Yeah, I mean, from the client side, I kept it as easy as possible. So as you see, all these processes happen in the background. So even the UI, as you see, is as minimal as possible. So the idea is you go there, you create music for yourself, for the people around you, and so on, and you have no interference. Nobody, even like there is this very simple one-liner like pure rave experience when you're streaming. So that's the whole point. You can, this is the first app that can generate music based on how you move and like your vibes, literally. And I want to keep it as pure as possible for people to really enjoy it, and create music that could not be as tailored on their mood as it is now. So it's a brand new type of experience, and yeah, I'm very excited about that. Of course, the economical side is important. There are a lot of ways to monetize, both, you know, from the live event perspective. So again, as I said, with paper stream, so like paper minute kind of feature, to tickets and so on for event organizers. If you are a creator, if you're an artist, if you always wanted to create music, but you never had tools, or even if you are an established DJ, so you understand much better than, you know, regular people how to generate music based on, you know, the atmosphere. You can easily monetize it based on the marketplace. So the more people play it, there is just a monthly subscription. It works like any streaming platform, let's say Spotify or Netflix or whatever. So you pay a monthly subscription, you have access to all the Vibe streams ever generated in history. Well, in history, since the last time the contract was deployed. But yeah, and every time that you play anything, 80% of revenues are going to the artist, because the distribution is 80% for the chunk owner based on the relative value that this chunk has in terms of how many times has been played back, respect to all the chunks that have been played in total during that specific month. Then we put all the different, like, well, there is a contract that does that. The contract, how is it called, royalties, I think, treasure all together, like pool together all the monthly subscriptions and distribute them based on this formula. So yeah, it's there are these different ways to basically, like, it's a new way to create, it's a new way to communicate, and it's a new way to monetize what you do.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Alex, for giving that presentation. And then definitely, yeah, check it out. And I guess you're already on the forum. So yeah, any feedback, please leave it in there. Thank you so much, Alex, for joining and sharing Vibes, more about Vibes Flow.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome. All right.
Yeah, hi.
Welcome Rahul to the stage. He'll be presenting Safe Work Pay, and
Yeah.
take it away, Rahul.
Okay, so thank you for giving me opportunity. Is my voice is clearly audible?
It's perfect.
Perfect, because I'm using the mic so that there will be no background noise. Okay.
Awesome.
So how are you, Pavel?
Doing great. It's been a good day.
Okay.
Definitely vibing today.
Amazing. And we have actually implemented the MVP. So let's start.
Awesome. Yeah.
So
you want to share your screen?
yeah. Basically, Safe Work Pay is a freelancing platform. Freelancing platform often face some problems like trust. Sometimes client don't release payment even after the work is done, and sometimes freelancer take the money but did not complete the task. This create frustration and make freelancing risky for both sides. So basically, Safe Work Pay is a decentralized freelancing platform that solve this issue by using blockchain and AI. How it works: when client posts a project, the payment is logged in a smart contract. Once the freelancer finishes the work and client is satisfied, the client can release the payment from the smart contract. But if there is a dispute, for example, client is not happy with the work, or a freelancer feels that they have done enough but client is not releasing fund, so anyone can click on the dispute button and raise a dispute. At this point, an AI agent review the project requirement and check how much of the work is completed. Based on the completion percentage, the smart contract automatically split the payment. The finished part payment go to the freelancer and the rest part return to the client. So in this way, both the freelancer and client get a fair resolution without needing a human judge. So Safe Workplay make freelancing safe, transparent, fair, so everyone can work with the trust and the confidence. So we have implemented and we are live. So I have a 5-minute demo video. Can I present?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Awesome. I see it.
Okay. So here we have video. Actually, I don't have Filmora Pro subscription. That's why I'm showing here. Anyways, I think I should switch to microphone.
Oh, I don't think I can hear you anymore. If you're speaking.
Yes.
Oh, okay, perfect. I can hear you. Okay, perfect. I can hear you.
Yeah. So here we have Safe Work Pay project. It's a blockchain-based freelancing platform where client can hire the freelancer. So this is the job post form. Client to fill the required details and submit the job form.
This is a simple project. Just
So here client pay the gas fees. In future version, we can remove the gas cost by using meta transaction and relay service, so that there will be no gas fees. So now client can update the project detail, delete the project, and also view it. So let's go to the freelancer account. So here we have project build area calculator. So freelancer can place the bid and enter the desired amount. Now go to the client account and see the bidder. These are just mock USDT. It has no real value. So I have deployed mock ERC20 token on the Metis blockchain. So you can go to this website like mock USDT and request 1,000 token for one time. So select the blockchain, and the cool thing is that you don't have to pay the gas fees. Gas fees is paid by the admin. Yeah. So here I have integrated the chat functionality so that client and freelancer can start communication and discuss about the project. So now client can manage the project and see the bidders. So here we have one bidders who bid for $100 to complete this task. So we can start the chat with the freelancer and discuss about the project. Yeah. So now at this point, client has approved the transaction, which is around $100, and accept the bid. So first step is to approve the spend of $100. So at this point, client is going to deposit the $100 amount into the smart contract. So yes, assigned freelancer. Now freelancer can find task in their job section. Client has accepted my bid. So now freelancer can complete the job and submit the project URL. So yeah, we have submitted our task. We can chat with the client. Okay, so now client can see the submit work. So go to the page and yeah, here we can see that freelancer have implemented area calculation only for two shapes, like yeah, only for the circle and square. If we are happy with the freelancer task, we can pay the money. So here we are unsatisfied. Project detail go to the admin dashboard, and admin is using AI to evaluate the task completion. Based on completion percentage, funds are released to the freelancer and the client. For example, if a freelancer then goes to the freelancer and 50% goes to the client. So this is a fair payment system. So this is the main USP of our product. The project is in dispute. Okay, so I'm going to log in with the admin account. Here we have one project. Title is build the area calculator. So we resolve using AI. So for demonstration purpose, I'm going to enter the detail manually. In production, we can do this task automatic. Here we are using the Gemini model to evaluate the task. So now AI agent determine the completion percentage based on the project description and completed task. So as you can see that 5% work done by the freelancer, and we have seen that this is the feedback from the AI agent. Now this percentage is important. So here admin enter the completion percentage. As I have already told, we can completely automate this process. I am entering completion percentage manually just for the demonstration purpose. Yeah, so this is our smart contract which is deployed on the Metis testnet, and interacting with and resolve the dispute. So project resolved successfully, and here you can see that we have got refund because the client did not complete his task 100%. So this is the full demo of my website. I hope you like my idea and solution. Thank you. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you, Rahul, for showcasing that. Um, I guess just a question from my end. When you're doing the AI evaluation, it looks like the AI gives a percentage. That percentage is only available. So AI is used for dispute resolution, and then it'll give you a percentage that it thinks that the task was completed, and then that percentage would then be given back to the person that filed the dispute. So if you completed half the work for a project, then you would only get paid half of the amount. Is that correct? Oh, sorry, you might be on mute, Rahul, if you're speaking.
Yes, it's correct. Client is only pay for the completed task, and freelancer always get the money for the work they have done.
Cool. Okay, and then
So we ensure the fair payment between client and the freelancer, and we are using a smart contract. So as we know, smart contract are immutable. So once we hello, am I audible?
yeah. I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. You were asking something.
Yeah. It's so the AI is used as a dispute resolution mechanism. So it'll be the
Yes,
judge of whether or not the work was completed or not.
yes. Because we have seen that there have a lot of research done in the field of coding in AI. So now AI can understand the in-depth code, entire code base, and try to figure out that how much task is completed. So we can get the result, unbiased result from the AI.
Got
And
it.
in fact, I have planned that we can integrate multiple AI and take the average of the result, so that we will be having unbiased result and accurate result, because completion percentage is a main thing. We ensure that freelancer get only for they have done, and the client is only pay for the completed work. So this
Awesome.
is the USP of our product. Is there any suggestion from your side that we should add in our project? Like I have one suggestion that we will be adding. Like client is a generally a non-technical person, so client have only information about like I want to build this website. So what I am trying to do is that we will take the title and give this title to the AI. So AI can generate a workflow and detailed work plan, and this detailed work plan will be used as a project description, so that freelancer can understand the project in detail. And it is also helpful for the AI when there will be dispute, because if we have a description where we have details about the project, so we can resolve dispute better. And it will also help a client to understand the workflow of the project. So
Got it.
this will be a future plan.
Cool.
And currently we are focusing on the IT related freelancing project, because there is a lot of market for the IT jobs and IT works, and we have seen that many people work. So we are focusing on that particular domain. And as I have already told, that by using AI we can evaluate the task easily. Like
Mhm.
we have now Sonnet 4, which can analyze the larger code base.
Perfect. And in terms of cost, so Alex actually from Vibesflow had a question. Um, when filing a dispute, is there a cost associated to filing that dispute? And if there's
Yeah,
no
as
cost, mm,
Yeah, as of now, there will be no cost associated with the dispute, but I thought that we should add some cost. But I think it should be related to the client or freelancer. Like if client did not release the fund, and client is consistently delaying the fund, so we can take the cost from the client, dispute cost from the client. And
okay,
in the other scenario, like freelancer did not completed the task, so in this scenario we will get the cost from the freelancer side. So it's like a penalty.
got it. So there's a form of like staking for each side, and then that would go into platform fees as well as the
Yeah,
potential dispute fees as well.
yeah, dispute fees is a separate thing, but the platform fees we have on in the first MVP we have only 5% platform fees from the entire project cost. So platform fees paid by the 50-50%. Like if I have completed $100 work and I receive $100 money, so I have to pay $2.5 and client pay $2.5. In this way, platform get the fees. So there will be no partiality between client and the freelancer.
Yeah, yeah, cool idea. And yeah, since there's a cost for filing disputes, um, and then likely that cost will be taken from
Yeah,
either the freelancer or the person who
client.
initiates the contract or the client,
Yes.
then okay, makes sense. And then AI is there for dispute resolution. Yeah, I think everything checks out. I guess what are you looking for from others, like community wise? Like what would you like people to do to try out Safe Work Pay? Like
Yeah.
what kind of features would you want them to focus on?
So yeah, um, like people use my website and project and give the feedback that what feature should we have in a project, and give suggestion and feedback, because it's for the client and the freelancer, so we can get perspective from both parties, client and freelancers. And this, yeah, that's it.
Cool, awesome. Well, thank you, Rahul, for
One
showcasing.
more thing, yeah,
Yeah, of course.
this will also resolve the cross-border payment issue. Like we pay in the cryptocurrency, so we don't have to integrate the other payment system. So anyone can in the world create the project and hire the freelancer. It will also resolve the cross-border payment, because we have seen that other payment provider charge the payment fees like Visa, Mastercard, 4%, 5%. So we can also resolve this issue.
Cool. Yeah, makes a lot of sense for that. Definitely the
And for
onboarding
the
experience.
transaction fees, I have seen that Web2 users don't have knowledge about the Web3, so there will be always gas fees. So we will abstract these gas fees by using the meta transaction or relayer service, so that user does not have to pay fees again and again, which will improve the experience of the website.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, like if I need to interact with any blockchain, the first step is I need a gas token. Definitely a big
Yes,
hurdle for
yes,
anyone.
yes,
But
yes.
definitely maybe also some suggestions on the on-ramping side of things about getting the currency um, to the blockchain or integrating with payment service providers directly so that people can pay with maybe like a debit card or however they
Fiat
usually pay.
currency, fiat.
Yeah, fiat currency. Yeah, but I mean
Yeah.
just things to think about. But cool direction, cool idea. I like the dispute resolution mechanism by AI. Definitely looking forward to seeing it being presented
Final stage.
at the final stage. Yes, awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Well,
Thank you. But we will having one more question. My project has selected in the spotlight campaign. So I want to ask that when we will receive the fund for the campaign.
yeah. So we're currently doing the distributions. So we're processing that. It's processed by a different team. So a lot of my my responsibilities are specifically tailored to
Development.
organizing the forum and all of that. But then the other team is responsible for actually going through the applications and essentially paying out. But if you had confirmation that you were selected for the Spotlight campaign,
Yes, I
then
have
that
confirmation.
will be perfect. Then you should get that shortly for the marketing budget.
Okay. And
Awesome.
also there is one issue that we can share the link only up to the 10 users. Like there is a referral link.
Yeah. So we resolved that. She should be able to, if like you had maybe generated that link, if you try to generate a new link, you shouldn't get that issue anymore. So if you did have that issue for generating a referral link and it only was able to refer 10
On board
users,
only 10 users. Yes.
yeah, that you can regenerate that link, and then that should be used. If you already had users for that link, that can also be like added to the total amount if you know like if it needs to be.
Okay. And how spotlight campaign we should run? Like there are many way to market our product.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
We have some resources on our forum. Actually, I can go.
like I have seen someone post that he is taking response from the users. Like there is a click a form where user try the website and after trying the website taking the screenshot and making a pdf and then give a feedback, and after for doing this testing, after there will be some lucky winner and who will get $200. I have seen this post in the forum. And
mm,
actually I have seen in this hackathon that there is a discussion section, forum section, and vibe session. So this is an engaging hackathon. Like other hackathon does not have these features.
yeah, like we want to maximize the, let's say you're building a project, we want to maximize the impact that these projects have, um,
Like
making
you
sure that
come to the
like
community.
yeah, like you need feedback, you need people to use it, you need people to hear about, interact, engage. So we want to provide the tools necessary for to help bring more users to it. But I guess like I can share the screen very quickly. There are these let's say guides specifically tailored towards the Spotlight campaign that you can follow. Of course, we keep it very open-ended. We want to not limit the potential impact for these campaigns. Like initially we were thinking of using a quest-based platform where you can set like incentives for specific smart contract interactions, but that seemed a little bit limiting to consider. So instead, everything's open-ended in terms of the video content and in terms of like the participating in these vibe sessions that we have every week. Like we want to really provide the I guess like a guideline for you to participate in other projects as well. But yeah, all the information again is present within the forum, and then like within our live dApps section, like again like Safe Work Pay, you're over here. Yeah, if we can, we're definitely getting let's say interactions, engagements. So yeah, if you want to, if anyone here is also like in the live stream, we have live projects for everyone. If you want to check that out, leave some feedback. I think there's more to join soon. So yeah, I guess that's everything that maybe I want to showcase for now. We might leave it for a future session, but yeah, let me know if you have any more questions for
I have just only one question. Like you have Alith. I think it's a AI agent.
Mm-hmm.
So I did not integrated yet, but I wanted to integrate. So how to integrate the Alith, and can I should I integrate the Alith to leverage the dispute resolution AI dispute resolution?
Yeah. So right over here, if you go into the documentation for the Alith documentation, so that is specifically in alith.lazai.network. So if you go to I guess like LazAI, that's me going to LazAI docs, but so over here on the LazAI page, you can go to the developer documentation.
Okay.
And actually, these are different docs. Oh, I guess this is docs.lazai.network. Actually, let me share this screen. This is docs.lazai.network. You want to go alith.lazai.network. And so you should see this page with all information and resources to Alith specifically. And over here, in terms of integrating Alith, it's essentially an SDK. So you have the ability to have Rust, Python, and Node.js for different types of applications that you're running. So since it's available in these 3 languages, should be relatively easy to integrate into any application.
Okay.
Yeah. If if you have any issues using it, let me know. And
okay, can we use Google Gemini API key in Alith?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's the OpenAI API key, but you can also use DeepSeek. Anything that has an OpenAI API compatible interface, which if you look at Gemini does. Gemini has and so does DeepSeek. So you can specify what the base URL for the API is, and you should be able to get that result.
Okay. Yeah. Because as you know that Google Gemini have a free API free tier to try out the things.
Yeah, yeah. You can also use Open Router. So Open Router has like a free tier as well, and I think they do like API aggregation for
But I
the
think
different.
there will be limit, like token limit. Like if we have to give the larger input, then we will get the error because
Yeah,
we don't have limit.
yeah. The context window might be a bit smaller, but I know DeepSeek as well has like the free option, and their context window is pretty big as well. So yeah,
Okay.
like um, any API endpoint that is compatible with OpenAI or like similar to the OpenAI endpoint should work with Aleph. Um,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, and then Alex says Red Pill as well. So Red Pill has like some models and I believe context windows for that. But yeah, I guess yeah, if again, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them either on the forum or on the developer chat. We'll get right to
Yeah.
that, and then we'll give you guys a bit of a clear way to for that integration. But yeah, thank you so much, Rahul, for giving your
Thank
presentation.
you,
WorkPay.
and thank you for giving feedback, suggestions. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, thanks to everyone that joined, Mart, Alex, and everyone else that's came to the Vibe sessions. We're hosting this every week. We'll have one next week, and then I guess the week after that, we're that's closer to the final submission deadline. So yeah. If again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, and yeah, we'll see you guys in the chats.
Thank you, Pavel.
Awesome. Bye, everyone.